Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm going to be giving you part 4 of what if Naruto was neglected by his family. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also stay in tune because after this I'm going to be posting a new episode of what if Naruto had the Sharingan and the Byakugan mix. And also, go ahead and check out Anime King, where I posted a new episode of What If Naruto took his training seriously. So go ahead and enjoy that. And I also posted a new episode of What If Naruto created his own village. So go ahead and enjoy it as well. And if you're new, and this is the first time you hear my voice on either channel, go ahead and click that red subscribe button to join Anime King and Anime King 2 and to become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you all for your help and your support. And go ahead and comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's get straight into this new episode. So, the last time we left off, Naruto and his friends traveled to the Hidden Mist village where they were in a civil war against the Kage, Yagura. As Naruto met Mei Terumi, as she was the leader of the rebel. Mai was her sister, the girl that Naruto saved, as after a battle, they saw that Naruto is quite strong for his age, and he really is the White Fox. So from that start, Naruto joined up with the Mist, as they send him out on missions. The day finally came where Mei Terumi ready to take on Yagura, as she and her elite force went over there, while Naruto and the other teams were to stop all of the Genins, because when they take control of the Mist again, they don't want all of the ninjas to be dead. As Naruto also faced off against some Jonin level ninjas over there. Mei Terumi and her group then rushed over there, as they found Yagura in his office, as Yagura was stronger than all of them, as they soon realized how strong he was. Mei then came up with a plan as she used her best sealers to try and seal Yagura away. Yagura then called up on the Biju's power, but the Biju was not going to help him. Instead, the turtle flooded Yagura's system with the chakra, breaking the small seal that was on Yagura, as the turtle wanted to be free, as he took control of Yagura's body and he gained his glorious form as he towered over the humans, as he was ready to kill them all, so he can get out of this place and be free. Back at Konoha, Narumi was still hoping that she could see Naruto, as she wanted a mission outside of the village so she could find Naruto, already knowing that he was the one going by the name the White Fox. And also, Kurenai has been looking for Naruto as well while she was on her missions. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can check across the players and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. After the Biju break free from Yagura's body, every ninja was still fighting until they felt a giant explosion, as they felt the killer intent, which I'm going to be calling Ki now. So they felt the Ki coming from the Kage's tower, as they saw something then fly out of the cage tower, destroying the wall as it landed on the lake. As their eyes went wide, it was the three-tailed turtle, as they all knew that that thing could wipe them all out. But if they were going to die, they were going to die trying. So they all rushed up to the lake to begin the final battle. Soon, Naruto and Mai saw Mei run up to the lake, as they followed her, as all of the ninjas tried to fight the beast. "Sis, what happened? I thought you were supposed to beat him in the cage tower," Mai asked. "We did, but that allowed the Biju to break out of the seal and attack the world again. Now the only thing we could do is to figure out some way to beat it, like another seal." "I have an idea," said Naruto. "I can beef up my evil containment wave seal to capture him. But I need two things that are hard to get. One of them is time, and a living human body to seal the thing into." "What? You need a human?" "No, you must be joking," said Mai as she looked at Naruto. "I am sorry, Mai, but it's the only way," Naruto said. "Fine, if that is what it need, we have to do it. The only way is the problem of picking who is going to become the Jinchuriki. May said, as they all thought about it for a minute, as they couldn't think of any way to do this easily. I will volunteer, a female voice was heard, as they all turned to look, where they saw a girl about the same age as Mai was, who seemed to be a bit small for her age. She was about 4'10", but she looked like she has been training for all her life, due to the fact that she had the body of an athlete runner. She also had light blue hair that ran to her shoulders, with the bangs of her hair covering up her pink eyes. And you would be? May asked her suspiciously. But Mai then ran up to the girl and gave her a hug. Megami, I thought I would never see you again. You know her? Said May, as she looked at her sister. Yeah, I know her. She is the youngest cousin of Yagura. She was also one of them that he still remotely cared about. When she saw what happened to the bloodline users, she was sickened by it. And I know that you don't trust her because of that, sis. But she was actually the one who freed many of the bloodline users, allowing them to escape. She was even the one who helped me escape, and I would have escaped without a problem if I hadn't freaked out and run the wrong way out of the village where Naruto had to save me, May said, as she smiled at her sister. What she said is true. My cousin was a good man until he started to have a dream of a man with red eyes. Soon after that, he attacked the bloodline users and started this war. And I felt sorry for them, and I wanted to try and stop him, but he was too far gone. So all I could do was help the people that he attacked escape. And right now I have a way for my family to repay for all of the trouble that we have caused this village. Please let me do this so I can repay the burden for all the crap my cousin did, Megami said, with desperation clear in her voice. She truly wanted to give this for her sacrifice. Well, if we're going to do this, the demon needs to be weakened. So, do that while I work on the seal, said Naruto. As Naruto then sat down and he took out a scroll, an ink, and a pen, as he started to work on the seal. As, after thinking it over, May decided to go with it, as she focused on her troops attacking the monster to try and weaken it. 2 hours later, finally, I'm finished, Naruto screamed out in joy, as he went up to Mai and May. So, do you think he's weak enough for the seal to work? May asked Naruto. He does seem weaker, but it still can use a bit more, but I will do that. But for this, I only need the person that is going to become the Jinchuriki to come with me. The rest of you need to back off a bit. So can you tell everyone to back off the lake? As Naruto waited, as May then gave the instruction, as Naruto had a giant scroll strapped on his back. As Megami then walked up to him, as Naruto then summoned hundreds of clones, as the clones went off to try and attack the giant Biju. It was then that Naruto started to write on her stomach a complex seal, as Naruto then activated his Rinnegan once he was finished. He then dashed forward as he took off the giant scroll off of his back. As he rushed towards the turtle brought his tail at Naruto. Naruto raised his hand as he blew away the tail with the invisible force. As everyone was just watching as Naruto flipped on the turtle back. As he then ran through hand sign, as he slammed his hand on the scroll, as a red seal appeared under the turtle, who was trying to move but the ceiling started to bind him. As Naruto then rushed over and went for Megami, as she standing in front of the turtle with Naruto between the both of them. As Naruto then guided a line of chakra inside of Megami from the turtle. As the turtle started to turn into pure chakra, it was still shaking until its entire body started to turn into chakra and went to Megami as she was wheezing out in pain. After a while, she then passed out as Naruto looked at the lake that was now clear. As he fell to one knee, he was huffing, but he then grabbed onto Megami as he picked her up bridal style. As everyone saw the giant turtle disappear, as they started to cheer and celebrate, as everyone couldn't believe it, it was finally over. They won the war. A few days later, the council was repairing everything and weeding out Yagura, loyal people, as it was now time for them to declare the new Mizukage as Mei Terumi was given the option to become Mizukage, which she greatly accepted as they announced it. Days later, Naruto, Mai, and Naruto's newest friend Megumin were in the office as Mei wanted to talk to them. "Welcome, Naruto," Mai, Megumin, said Mei. "I have brought you all in here to talk about your ranks. For you, Naruto, I am going to be giving you the rank of a genin. I know you're far superior than that, but it is something I am planning for you to do. So just bear with me, okay?" said Mei. But Naruto just shrugged. "Now for you two, I know you're strong, but I want you to finish up this year's schooling for you two to graduate. Oh, and Megumin, please don't use any of the Beidou chakra. I am sure that Naruto has told you why not to," Mei said. As that was all, until Mei told Naruto to stay. Naruto, as the other two left, "I know that you're far stronger than a genin, but we must still show that we're strong. So I'm going to put you on a genin team, where you're going to be taking the Chunin Exams, where you will be brought up to Chunin or maybe Jonin," Mei said. "Also, the council has voted that your Rinnegan is to be made into a village bloodline. So in order for your clan to increase in size, you must take multiple wives." "What?" said Naruto, as Mei laughed at his expression. "Well, Naruto, any normal man would have been happy with that request, but you were never really normal. But for your concern, I don't think that it will be that hard. And I know for the fact that you already have a lot of fangirls out there waiting for you for what you have done." As she then got serious. "But if you get perverted, I will melt you," she said, as Naruto just gulped as he ran out of there. Time skip. A month later, it has been a month and everything was rebuilt. All of the bloodline haters either died or left the village, so everything went back to peaceful. Both Megumin and Mai were going to their last day of school, so they could find out which team they were on. So they quickly sat down, as they started to talk until they waited for the teacher to come in. As they waited for the door to open up, and they saw Naruto walk in instead of a teacher, as Naruto looked basically the same, well, except for growing an inch, and he now had two swords on his back, which was called the Twin Dragon Swords, which were given to him by Mei, as Naruto loved them really much. When Naruto entered the classroom, several girls blushed as they saw the person they had a crush on. Naruto took no notice as he just walked up to Megami and Mai. "What are you doing here? I thought you were at least Jonin," she asked confused. "Well, you see, Mei wanted to show that Miss is still strong, so she's gonna put me on a team of Genins so I can go up into the ranks by taking the Chunin Exams. Though I have no idea which team I'm going to be on, seeing that she wanted to be a surprise," said Naruto, which of course got both girls hoping that they were on his team. Everyone wanted to be on his team as well, but that was when the teacher came in before they could say anything, as the teacher then started to list out the team names until he reached Team 8, when he said Naruto and Megami as Mai hold her breath. "And Mai," said the teacher, as she released her breath happy as Megumin and her then smiled as Naruto was in the center as both of them looked at him. "Well, I guess you sat down the perfect place," said Megumin as she looked at Naruto. "I guess I did," he said. "And your sensei is going to be Yoshira," said the teacher. As everyone knew about Yoshira already, she wore a black kimono with a slash around her stomach. She had long blonde hair with hazel eyes, and she hid weapons all over her body on the inside of the kimono using seals, and she had 2 scars on both of her cheeks from when she faced off against a swordsman who tried to kill her. She only got the scars because she was fast enough to move her head so she wouldn't get it chopped off. And she's in a group called the Frozen Miss Princess, which is the scariest group in the village, seeing that if they ever think you're being perverted around one of them, you would be in trouble. And there is even rumor that the cage, Mei Terumi, is in the group as well. "Team 8 with me," Yoshira said simply, as they all follow her. into one of the restaurants in town, and after their order, their sensei began to talk to them. Alright, as you may know, my name is Yoshira, and usually we would have a test to make sure that you guys are a good team, but May told me to skip it, so I will spend this time to get to know each and every one of you. So just say your names, your likes, your dislikes on your dream. I will start. I like Dango, my friends in the club, and training. I dislike fangirls and perverts. My dream is to live a good life. You next, redhead. My name is May. I like Megumin, Naruto, my sister, and training. I dislike perverts and Konoha, as the reason why she said that was because Naruto told them what happened. And my dream is to become strong and have a happy family, she said. For the last part, she looked over at Naruto and smiled. Okay then, so she has a crush on Naruto, Yoshira said to herself. Okay, it's your turn now, Turtle Girl, Yoshira said. My name is Megumin, not Turtle. I like the turtles, they're always friendly, my friends. And I like using ninjutsu. I dislike evil turtles, my cousin, and perverts. My dream is to heal my family name and start a family with a good man, Megumin said, as she also looked at Naruto. As their sensei just looked at the three of them, this team is going to be awkward if they ever find out that the both of them has such a crush on this Naruto kid. Meanwhile, Naruto remained completely clueless about all of this. What about you? She said as she looked at Naruto. Well, I like my friends. At the moment, I hate how the world is set up. So my goal is to change that. And that's pretty much it, said Naruto, as his sensei just narrowed her eyes at him. Well, I guess that's good enough. So then, training is going to start every day at noon in Training Field 6. So enjoy the rest of your meal, she said, as she sunshine away as she went to talk to May. As she and May were in her office talking, May, you never told your sister or that Megumin girl about Naruto in the CRA thing, right? Yoshira asks. No, of course I didn't. Do you think I really have to? May asks. Yeah, I am sure that they both like him. The only reason Naruto has not figured out yet. He's kind of clueless when it comes to girls, she said, as the both of them chuckled. I guess you're right. Well, I'll have a talk with them. The next day, Mai and Megumin went out to find Naruto after hearing what Mai told them, as the both of them told each other that they have a crush on him and they can share as long as he cares for them equally. As they found him, hey Naruto, said Mai as she rushed up to Naruto, and Megumin did as well. Hey, what's up guys? Is it true? Said Megumin. Are you under the CRA? She asked. Yeah, why? Naruto said. Crap, they're going to think that I'm a pervert, he thought to himself as he looked at the both of them. Okay, so would you mind dating us then? Said Megumin as she blushed a bit. What? Naruto asked in disbelief. Did I hear you right? Yeah, said Mai. Can you date the both of us? She said. Well, that would be great, Naruto said, as he was then tackled to the ground by the two girls, who hugged him. A week later, Team 8 was currently in the Mizukage's office. Okay, Team 8, your mission is to bring back Zabuza Momoshi. He and his companion Haku must be brought back to the village. You see, he left after failing to kill the last cage. And he's very strong, we want him back here. And he did nothing wrong really, May told them, as the three of them nodded as they went off for their mission. At Konoha, a week and 2 days before all of this, all was peaceful in the village until Kiba was heard screaming in the mission handout area. No, I demand that I get a better mission. These missions are an insult. So give me a better one, Kiba shouted out to the Chunin giving out the mission, as the man just gave him a mission just to shut him up. As he first looked at Minato, who nodded, as he gave Kiba the scroll. As Kiba looked it over, bring him in, said Minato, as Kazuna entered. So these are the people who are going to protect me? That mutt? That blind girl? And the bug? What the hell did you just say? Said Kiba as he rushed towards Tazuna, but Kurenai held him at the back of the shirt. You cannot kill the person we're supposed to protect, she said to him. After some minutes, they then headed off on their mission. As they were walking, as Kurenai saw a puddle, as she immediately noticed what is going on, as she wondered how would her team react. So she played it out. The ninjas then, the demon brothers, emerged from the puddle as they rushed towards Kurenai and used a chain to snap her to pieces. They then run towards Hinata as Shino got in the way and raised his hand as a swarm of bugs blocked their path. Let's do this, Akamaru! Getsuga! Kiba cried out as he started to spin and crash into the two ninjas as Shino then grabbed the both of them with his bugs, restraining them, as Kurenai then appeared, telling them that she wanted to test them. As Kurenai then talked to Tazuna about this, which he explained everything about that they didn't have the money to take a A-rank mission, but they still went on with the mission. After some more traveling, Kurenai sent something. Duck, she said, as Kiba, Shino, and Hinata dropped to the ground as she tackled Tazuna, as she then looked up to see Zabuza standing on the edge of his sword, as she couldn't believe such an enemy to be out here. How would I beat him with my genjutsu? She thought to herself, but she kept on a confident face. I have no beef with any of you. How about you hand over the old man? We can't do that, said Kurenai. Too bad, said Zabuza as he jumped down and pulled the sword out of the tree. Well, the kids have to die, as he rushed forward as he tried to slash them, but Shino used his bugs as Zabuza slashed right through it, knocking them away instead of cutting them down. As Zabuza then turned to Hinata, who was crawling away on the ground, as he raised his sword, Kurenai then did her most powerful genjutsu as she focused on Zabuza, as Zabuza found himself in a dark, empty pit, no light, as he knew that he was trapped in a genjutsu. He was going to break it. In the real world, it gave Kurenai enough time as she pulled a kunai and rushed forward as she was about to slash his neck, when he collapsed to the ground by needles that hit him right in the neck. As they then saw a hunter named who explained that he has been looking for Zabuza for a long time and thanked them. As Kurenai used a lot of chakra because that was her strongest genjutsu, and she felt like Zabuza could break it. But she was still able to walk towards Tazuna's house. After getting there, Kurenai started to think about it, as they came to a realization that Zabuza was still alive, as they started training for the week. A week later, they were on the bridge for the final day of rebuilding, as Tsunami and Inari came to visit, as Inari handed over his grandfather lunch, as Tazuna took the lunch, as he then gave everyone a 30-minute break as they all went off. It was then that the area started to be filled with mist, as Kurenai told everyone to prepare themselves. Zabuza is back. As Kurenai then saw ice rushing towards them as she jumped away as she told her team to move, but they weren't fast enough as they were covered up to their necks in ice, as a water clone of Zabuza appeared as he placed his sword at their necks. Now don't move or I will kill the three of them, Zabuza said, as Kurenai knew she had no options. As she surrendered, she didn't want to see her team die, which of course got a smile from Zabuza, who screamed out die as he rushed forward to impale Kurenai, but he was then blocked by a blur that entered with two swords. With Naruto and his group, minutes before this happened, Naruto and his team were running through the forest around Tazuna village as the group was searching for Zabuza's chakra, as Naruto sensei picked up on it as he was on a bridge facing off against Konoha ninjas. Crap, we cannot bring him back to our village if Konoha is pissed off at us. It may cause some trouble for our village. We must stop him, Yoshura said angrily, as they saw that Zabuza was about to kill the kids, as Naruto then disappeared with incredible speed. as he landed in front of Kurenai and blocked Zabuza's strike. What? Where did this guy just come from? Said Kiba, as everyone else just stood there in shock. Zabuza, the demon of the mist, you are asked to return back to your position as a ninja of the hidden mist. The Mizukage order, Naruto said. Zabuza slightly chuckled. I will never go back to that bloodline-hated bastard. He is no more. Yagura is dead. The cage is now Mei Tarumi, Naruto said. As Naruto team then show up, as Yoshira then threw a scroll over to Zabuza, who caught it as he read the scroll, as he realized that it was legit. Okay then, so the new Mizukage want me to come back. Alright, Zabuza said. Zabuza, what do I do? Haku asks. Well, I am going to see what this Mei girl want. You can do whatever you want, Haku. I don't own you anymore. Go on ahead and live somewhere happily, Zabuza told Haku. No, I will stay with you, Zabuza, even if I have to go back there, Haku said. And with that, Haku released the ice as they start to leave the area with Naruto's team until they heard a voice. Well, it looks like the great big demon of the mist is just a big softy. Now, kill all of them and bring me Zabuza's head and save the girls, said Gato as he was on the end of the bridge with a number of thugs. As Kurenai was looking at the man in white, as Naruto had on the hoodie so they couldn't see his face, as she was just curious. His voice sounds so familiar, but it sounds different in many ways. It was then that she felt that enormous amount of ki start to leak from Naruto as he drew his swords, as his Rinnegan was blazing. None of you will touch my friends, Naruto screamed out, as the army rushed forward. Wait, his sensei said, but Naruto dashed forward straight into the army. For the next 5 minutes, everyone watched as it was just a massacre, as blood splattered everywhere, as Naruto killed all of the thugs. Thankfully, Inari passed out, or he would have witnessed all of this brutality. As Naruto finished all of them, Gato was running until Naruto kicked a pebble and hit him on his leg as he fell down. Please, don't kill me. I'll give you whatever you want, he said, as Naruto looked behind him to see the villagers with all sorts of weapons. Alright, write down the location of where you hid, all of your treasures, your money and everything, all that you have taken from these people, said Naruto, as Gato did. Alright, I won't kill you, said Naruto, as he then grabbed Gato by the shoulder and spin him around to release him. They will, Naruto said as he threw Gato towards the villagers, as the villagers attacked Gato. Hey, who are you? Hinata said, as she was looking at Naruto, as his back was turned. Well, my name is unimportant, but people call me the White Fox, as Kiba's eyes went wide. What? You're the White Fox? Kiba said. Yeah, Naruto said, as Zabuza then saw Haku looking at Naruto, as she turned her face because Haku was a girl, and Zabuza treated her as basically his daughter, as he then looked at Naruto. And with that, they all separated as Zabuza went back to the mist with Naruto and his team. Some hours later, Kurenai and her team went back to Konoha as they gave their mission briefing, as Kurenai separated from them, as the three Genins went to inform their friends who they just met, as all of them were gathered at the barbecue shack. Hey guys, guess who we just met on our last mission, said Kiba. Should we actually care, Kiba? I bet it's just a random person, Sakura said. Shut up, said Kiba, as he then looked back at the group. Actually, we met the White Fox on our journey, and he has joined the Mist Village. Wait, you actually met the fox? Ino said in disbelief, as the three of them nodded as approval. Whoa, so what did he actually look like, and why was he there? Well, we couldn't exactly see his face, said Hinata. He was wearing a cloak, and the descriptions, the height, those look the same, but he's not wanted by the Mist. He's actually with them, and he brought Zabuza and his helper back to the hidden mist, saying that it was a mission. The reason why Naruto did not tell them his name, because Mei told him to keep a secret, and plus, imagine what will happen if Konoha finds out that the son of Minato Namikaze is allied with the mist and living there. Back with Naruto and his gang, they quickly reached the hidden mist, as they weren't searching or doing anything. As they went to the tower to inform Mei about what happened on the mission. As they walk in, "Sis, we completed the mission." As Mei then looked over at Zabuza and Haku. As she then turned serious. "First thing first, will you two join the village?" she said, seeing that the only reason why you left was because you attacked the last Kazekage. As she waited for their answer. As Haku looked at Zabuza. As Zabuza then turned to Mei. "Yes, we will join you, but if you ever become like that bastard, your fate will lead the same way." As she then smiled until he felt a killer intent. "And if you threaten me again, there will be nothing left of you, but only a puddle of lava," she said calmly in a voice that sent shivers down Zabuza's spine. "What the hell? Why is she scaring me so much? This is only one girl," said Zabuza. "Okay then, we will be giving you the rank of Jonin again, but you must tell me a good position for your partner," Mei said simply. "Ah, Haku is right around Chunin in skills," said Zabuza. A week later. "So, are you guys ready for the exams?" Mei asked Team 8 as they stood at the gate entrance. "Yeah, sis, we will make sure everyone knows how strong the Mist Village is." "You better, or else we won't be able to see your match in the final round," Haku said, as she watched her friends preparing to leave. "Of course we will," Naruto said as he looked at Haku and smiled, as that made him remember the first time he found out that Haku was a girl. Flashback. Haku was happily walking with Mai and Megami, as they quickly became friends. "Okay, Haku, what do you want in terms of clothing?" Mai asked, as Haku face get flustered. "You know, I always wanted to ask you something," said Megami. "What is your gender?" "Megami," said Mei. "It's true. We can't really tell," said Megami. "Well, actually, I'm a girl." "You're a girl?" the both of them said. "Yeah, but I act like a guy just because I want to seem more strong. People would rather not mess with guys, and perverts would rather not bother guys." "Well, I guess we can understand that. But why didn't you tell Naruto you're a girl?" asked Megami. "He's a good guy." "Well, I don't really know. I guess I'll tell him," said Haku, as they then went off the shop. Later that night, Naruto's team along with his sensei and Zabuza were at a restaurant as they were waiting for Haku to show up, seeing that she was the only one not there. After a minute or two, Haku then finally arrived. "Hello guys," said Haku as Naruto turned. "Haku, what took you so—" "Haku?" said Naruto as he took in her new appearance. "Oh yeah, Naruto, I never told you. I am actually a girl." As Naruto then looked at the kimono that she was wearing, showed off her assets. "You really were a girl all along?" Naruto said. "Yeah," she said, as she had on red lipstick. "Well, I must say, you're gorgeous," he said, making her blush like crazy, as he then looked over to see Zabuza glaring at him, as Naruto quickly turned his face, as Haku then sat down beside Naruto. End of the flashback. Alright, go ahead and show Konoha that the Mist is no team to mess with, said Mei, as Naruto smiled. "We're going to show them, of course," said Naruto, as him and his team head off to participate in the Chunin Exams. But now guys, I'm going to be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notifications they posted. Remember to share to all of your friends to your social media platform. But for now, I'm out of here. Peace.